Hello, sixth grade. Miss Alicia just finished the video on dividing fractions. Now I'm going to do an example of dividing mixed numbers. Okay, and I want to do this example because we had some challenging moments where some students were dividing the whole numbers, which is no, I don't want you to do that. It's just no. That's not correct. That's not the correct way to find your answer. Some students were multiplying when we were multiplying mixed numbers. They were multiplying the whole numbers. That's not correct. That is wrong, okay? When you are multiplying or dividing mixed numbers, you must turn your mixed numbers into improper fractions, okay? So let's check this out. So I'm going to put divide fractions. Well, no, divide mixed numbers. Now, we tend to, if we know how to multiply mixed numbers, we should not have a problem with dividing mixed numbers. As long as we know that division of fractions and mixed numbers means that we need to use our technique, keep, change, okay? So let's try this. We'll do a simple one together. 1 and 1 over 2 times 2 and 1/3. I'm sorry, divided by. Let's make this 2 1/3 divided by 1. How's that? Okay, so 2 and 1 over 3 divided by 1 and 1/3. So basically what this is saying in word form, this is saying I want to see how many 1 and 1/3 can fit inside 2 and 1/2. How many 1 and 1/3 can fit inside 2 and 1/2. Another way to say this is that I want to take 2 and 1/2 and break it down into 1 and 1/3 parts. And how many parts will I have? That's what the quotient will tell me. How many parts will I have if I break down 2 and 1/2 into 1 and 1/3 part? That means each part is 1 and 1/3. How many parts will I have will be my quotient. Okay, so I'll do another video that shows a diagram, okay, just different diagrams that can help you. But for this, let's start. The first thing that I need to do before I even think of keep, change, when I see this, the first thing I see is our mixed numbers, mixed numbers. So I have to turn these mixed numbers into improper fractions. I don't want to leave them as mixed numbers, okay? And we should remember that. Ms. Alicia's been doing it in class, and also you have been doing it in, you have done it in 5th grade, okay? So in order to turn this mixed number into improper fraction, we have to multiply the denominator, use your vocabulary, denominator by whole number plus the numerator. Denominator by whole number, multiply the denominator times the whole number plus the numerator. Always keep your same denominators, okay? So 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2 divided by 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4 over 3. My denominators, as you can see, stays the same, okay? But when I multiply my denominator by my whole number and add my numerator, that becomes the answer to my numerator, okay? Now I can say to myself, now I can do keep, change, because now I have, improper fractions. They look like a fraction. I can work with this. Okay, I cannot work with that. I need to turn mixed numbers into improper fractions. So let's begin. This becomes keep, change. So that means that I'm going to keep the 5 over 2. I'm just going to pull this down a little bit. I'm going to keep the 5 over 2. I'm going to change my division sign. It's going to no longer be just a division sign. It's going to be the inverse of division, which is the opposite of division, which is multiplication. So I'm going to change the division sign to multiplication. The 4 over 3, I have a change next to it. So it can't stay there. I have to give the reciprocal of 4 over 3. That means I need to put my denominator, my numerator, and my numerator in my denominator. That is the reciprocal. So this becomes 3 over 4. Now I can multiply across. And before I multiply across, I want to look at this. And I want to say to myself, can I do cross cancellation? Because that's the best method that I can use to make sure that my answer is reduced into its lowest terms. Okay? before I multiply. So can I reduce 5 over 4? No. Can I reduce 3 over 2? No. So let me just multiply across. This becomes 15 over 8. So now our answer is 15 over 8, which is an improper fraction. And this is the fun part of math. Even though we have to turn our mixed numbers into improper fractions in order to divide, keep, change, and multiply out, now that the answer, which is our quotient, is an improper fraction, we need to simplify that back to a mixed number. So our answer, our quotient, cannot be an improper fraction. So let's reduce that, okay? In better terms, let's convert this back into a mixed number, okay? So I'm going to erase the top. And 15 over 8, I turn that into a mixed number by dividing 15 over 8. Always remember that your numerator is your dividend. That is the number that you are breaking down, so that goes inside the box, and the 8 goes outside the box. Okay? That's your divisor. Okay, so 0, your invisible multiplication sign. 0 times 8 gives me 0. Bring down to 5. Okay? What number times 8 will give me close to 15? Okay, 8 times 2 is 16, so that's greater than 15. So I have to do 1 times 8, which is 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. So my answer seems to be 1 and 7 over 8 equals 1 and 7 over 8. So 15 over 8 is 1 and 7 over 8. Okay? Now, I want you to make sure that you understand this. So watch it over and over and over and over again. Miss Alicia is proud of you. Everyone is doing a good job, a very good job. I appreciate you putting in 100%. Now let's get our behavior a little bit more back on track so Miss Alicia can reward you, can give pizza parties and all that. Miss Chin's class, I'm very proud of you. Miss Chin has been telling me that you've been improving and doing well. I am proud of you as well. If you ever need help, make sure you use these videos. They're all up here. And make sure that you ask me or Miss Chin during class time. Do not wait for us to ask you. Okay? Ask us. We're going to ask you in a big classroom, but we want to make sure that, before you begin to work with each other, that you have a really good idea on what we're expecting. Okay? So make sure you ask. Open your mouth. Speak to your peers. It's fun to learn. So enjoy it. Okay? See you guys tomorrow. Bye.